Live with Kelly and Mark star Kelly Ripa shared that her fear of being fired helped her transition. Yet, what was she transitioning to, and did she get fired in the long run? Keep reading for more details on Kelly's scary moment. Kelly Ripa shares fear of being fired helped her transition. For over 2 decades, Kelly Ripa has been the co-host of Live. She started with Regis Philbin when she replaced Kathie Lee Gifford and was eventually joined by Ryan Seacrest and Michael Strahan. Ultimately, Kelly's husband and former All My Children co-star, Mark Consuelos, became her new co-host. He had filled in from time to time when he was needed. Yet, now they were together again, and it was a permanent situation. Recently, they moved studios, which was a big milestone for the show, that had filmed in the same place for nearly 40 years. This was the studio and show that helped them reconnect in 1996 when they briefly parted ways. Kelly Ripa, Mark Consuelos. It was extremely emotional saying goodbye to the OG studio, but Kelly was able to adapt and adjust. The main reason was that she used to fear losing her AMC job as Haley. She really liked her job on the now-defunct soap opera and had no plans to leave. I liked the weekly guarantee of the soap. Most people, they get on a soap and their goal is to get right off a soap, and I just settled right in there. I liked the steadiness of it. It just gave me a layout of my life. Even though Kelly Ripa was happy where she landed, Mark Consuelos, who played Mateo on AMC, shared that there is a quick turnover. When someone is new, they can be axed within 3 months, so there is not much security. For Mark, he was always looking to what job was next, and, eventually, his wife learned to detach herself. People were very emotional about packing up the studio, packing up their individual cubby spaces in the common office. Everybody was very emotional about it, and I had a detached reaction to packing things up and getting out. It's from years of acting. No matter where I was, my home was always temporary. A little help from friends. Kelly Ripa acknowledged that an older soap star gave her advice on being a working actress. They let her know she should never get attached to where she was working. Anything can change in the blink of an eye, but she was told to adapt to wherever she was in the moment. Make it comfortable so you can survive in it, but it's not your home away from home, because it can all go in a day's time. You have to be able to pack up and be nimble enough and get out quickly. Nothing lasts forever, and she knew this about the live studio. It could all end, or the space could change, so she had to be able to get up and go. Fans of the long-running show were sad about the move but ready to make new memories. It was Kelly Ripa's daughter, Lola, who was broken up over packing the dressing room. That was when Kelly dropped her knowledge on not being attached. Do you understand where Kelly is coming from, or is it too pessimistic? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Kelly Ripa, the effervescent co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark, has been a fixture on daytime television for over 2 decades. Her recent revelation about how a deep-seated fear of being fired helped her navigate a major transition has captivated fans and shed light on her remarkable adaptability. The transition in question? A monumental move of the live show from its historic studio of nearly 40 years to a new state-of-the-art facility. This change, coupled with Ripa's reflections on her early career insecurities, offers a glimpse into the mindset that has sustained her through a dynamic and ever-evolving career in entertainment. Enduring legacy on Live. Since joining Live in 2001 as the replacement for Kathie Lee Gifford, Kelly Ripa has become synonymous with the show's vibrant energy. She initially co-hosted alongside the legendary Regis Philbin, later sharing the stage with Michael Strahan and Ryan Seacrest. In a full-circle moment, Ripa now co-hosts with her husband, Mark Consuelos, who officially joined as her permanent co-host in 2023 after occasionally filling in. The couple's on-screen chemistry, rooted in their real-life romance and shared history as co-stars on All My Children, has endeared them to audiences. The move to a new studio in early 2025 marked a significant milestone for Live, which had been filmed in the same Upper West Side location since 1988. The original studio held deep sentimental value, not only for fans but also for Ripa and Consuelos, who reconnected there in 1996 after a brief separation. Packing up decades of memories was an emotional process for the Live team, but Ripa's ability to embrace the change stood out. Her pragmatic approach, shaped by years of navigating the unpredictable world of show business, allowed her to handle the transition with grace. A soap opera foundation. Lessons in impermanence. Ripa's resilience can be traced back to her early days as an actress on All My Children, where she played Haley Vaughn from 1990 to 2002. Unlike many actors who view soap operas as a stepping stone, Ripa cherished the stability of her role. "I liked the weekly guarantee of the soap," she shared in a recent interview. "Most people, they get on a soap and their goal is to get right off a soap, and I just settled right in there. I liked the steadiness of it. It just gave me a layout of my life." However, the soap opera world is notoriously unstable, with frequent cast changes and unpredictable storylines. Mark Consuelos, who played Mateo Santos on All My Children, explained the high turnover. "When someone is new, they can be axed within 3 months, so there is not much security." This reality forced Ripa to confront the possibility of losing her job at any moment, a fear that lingered despite her love for the role. It was during this time that an older, seasoned soap star offered Ripa pivotal advice: never get too attached to a job or a workspace. Make it comfortable so you can survive in it, but it's not your home away from home, because it can all go in a day's time, Ripa recalled. This wisdom became a guiding principle, teaching her to remain nimble and adaptable. "You have to be able to pack up and be nimble enough and get out quickly," she added, a mindset that proved invaluable during the live studio move. The emotional weight of leaving the live studio. The relocation of Live was more than a logistical shift. It was a deeply emotional farewell to a space steeped in history. The original studio had witnessed countless celebrity interviews, musical performances, and heartfelt moments that defined the show's legacy. For Ripa and Consuelos, it was also a personal landmark, the place where their romance was rekindled nearly 3 decades ago. The Live team, from producers to crew members, grappled with the bittersweet task of packing up their cubbies and offices. People were very emotional about packing up the studio, packing up their individual cubby spaces in the common office, Ripa noted. "Everybody was very emotional about it, and I had a detached reaction to packing things up and getting out." Her ability to remain composed stemmed from her soap opera days, where she learned to view every job as temporary. "No matter where I was, my home was always temporary," she shared Ripa's detachment. Her daughter, Lola Consuelos, was particularly affected by the move, struggling to pack up Ripa's dressing room, which had been a second home for the family. It was in this moment that Ripa imparted her hard-earned wisdom to Lola, encouraging her not to form deep attachments to temporary spaces. The exchange highlighted Ripa's role not only as a television star but also as a mother, passing down life lessons rooted in her own experiences. Fan reactions. A mix of nostalgia and optimism. Fans of Live with Kelly and Mark expressed a range of emotions about the studio move. On platforms like X, many shared nostalgic tributes to the old studio, reminiscing about iconic moments from the show's history. One viewer wrote, "Saying goodbye to the Live studio feels like closing a chapter. So many memories." Others, however, were excited about the possibilities of the new space, with one fan commenting, "Can't wait to see Kelly and Mark make the new studio their own. Here's to fresh starts." Ripa's candid discussion of her fear of being fired resonated with some fans, who admired her vulnerability and relatability. "Kelly's story about All My Children is so real," one supporter posted. "It's inspiring to see how she turned fear into strength." Others, however, found her perspective overly pessimistic, with one commenter noting, "I get not getting attached, but it's sad to think of every job as temporary." The Live studio deserved more sentiment. The debate reflects the diverse ways in which audiences connect with Ripa's journey. Her ability to balance professionalism with personal anecdotes has long been a hallmark of her appeal, and the studio move provided a fresh opportunity to showcase this dynamic. A career built on adaptability. Ripa's career is a testament to her ability to evolve in an industry known for its volatility. From her soap opera roots to her ascent as a daytime talk show icon, she has navigated countless changes with poise. Her transition to Live in 2001 was a leap of faith, as she stepped into the shoes of a beloved predecessor. Over the years, she weathered co-host changes, from Philbin's retirement to Strahan's departure and Seacrest's exit, each shift requiring her to adapt to new dynamics. The addition of Consuelos as her permanent co-host marked a new chapter, blending their professional and personal lives in a way that few couples could manage. Their shared history on All My Children and their long marriage, celebrating 29 years in 2025, give their partnership an authenticity that resonates with viewers. The studio move, while challenging, is just the latest example of Ripa's ability to embrace change and thrive under pressure. The new studio, a fresh chapter for Live. The new Live studio, located in New York City, represents a modern upgrade for the show. Equipped with cutting-edge technology and a sleek design, it promises to enhance the viewing experience while maintaining the warmth and intimacy that define Live. Ripa and Consuelos have already begun filming in the new space, and early episodes suggest that the transition has been seamless. The move also aligns with broader trends in television, as networks invest in state-of-the-art facilities to compete in a crowded media landscape. For Live, the new studio offers an opportunity to attract new viewers while honoring the show's loyal fanbase. Ripa's pragmatic approach has set the tone for the team, ensuring that the focus remains on delivering engaging content rather than dwelling on the past. As Live with Kelly and Mark settles into its new home, Ripa's reflections on fear and adaptability offer a deeper understanding of her success.